The road dog, Jason J. The bad man, Sean Manning.
And the hawk outside.
Mm-hmm. What?
You tried to short seat. Not tried. You short seated me.
I
again.
did. No.
You short seated me again.
You know what's funny? I did not do it on purpose.
I think you did.
No, because you brought the chair over here.
I think you did right, but you had short seated it while
I know. I didn't move anything. I didn't change anything.
You did. You did.
You brought the chair over here. Mine was just all the way at the floor, so I just looked at mine all the way up. I just didn't change yours. Yours was already like that.
So you short seated.
No, you
Negligence is not
yourself.
negligence is not a defense.
Man, whatever. You short seated yourself.
Welcome to We Shoulda. How was your week?
That did not sound like what you wanted to ask. You're just like,
I had something, but
how's your week?
You got to make sure everybody's mentally good. You got to make sure everybody's good.
You know, life is living. I don't want to say life is living.
Any personal things you want to share?
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all.
Okay.
Besides the fact that I'm headlining Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle May 23rd through the 25th.
There we go.
All weekend. Get your tickets now because they're going to sell like hotcakes. Because I'm somebody. You know, here's something personal I want to share. It's fantastic, actually.
This is about your daughter, and go ahead.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Please, tell the story.
So, my daughter comes home, and she was like, Daddy, you know you're famous? I'm like, how? What do you mean I'm famous? I'm like, a few people know me. She was like, no, Daddy, I Googled you when you popped up. I was like, oh, okay. You know, before now, I did, you know, I think everybody's Googled themselves once in their life. Like freshman year of college was the last time I Googled myself. And
Why did you Google yourself freshman year?
Well, I Googled my name just to see what would pop up. Google Jason Jamerson. One, I want to see if there's any other Jason Jamerson. And apparently there's a basketball player of the Caucasian nation who played for Grand Valley State University. And he was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth thing that popped up. And then there was some random person somewhere else. And I never popped up my freshman year.
Had some tough shoes to fill.
Yeah, I had some work to do.
You did.
And on that day, I said, I will one day be the most famous Jason Jamerson on this planet. So fast forward to my daughter at school, Googled my name, and she was like, Daddy, you popped up. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, sweet. I popped up. And she was like, no, Daddy, like, you were the first thing to pop up. I was like, oh, yeah. She was like when you Google LeBron James was the first person to pop up. When you Google Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's the first person to pop up. So I Googled Jason Jamerson, and you were the first one to pop up. And the kids in my class didn't believe you were my dad. No. I was like, they don't see me pick you up every day? What's the problem?
Probably.
Which they don't because I'll be in the car.
Or they probably see what you picked her up in, and they say, ain't no way that's that guy. So you're saying you're the...
You got jokes, huh? Who's the comedian here, you know? you got jokes. You just flew in from Texas, and boy, are your arms tired, huh? What's going on here, man?
So you're saying you're the LeBron James of African American, Midwest-based comedic Jason Jamersons.
No, I'm the LeBron James of Jason Jamersons.
No, you're the LeBron James of Jason.
I'm the LeBron James
in the world.
In the world, you Google it.
First thing that pop up. The number one Jason Jamerson that pops up.
Not only that, but when you put Jason Jamerson in, when it tries to autofill the rest of it, the like in the parentheses, the autofill will say comedian, and I'm out here,
That's
bro.
it.
I'm out here.
That's it. Shut it down.
I'm done. I've done everything that I need to do in life.
No, easy.
No?
I got time. I still got some things I need to work on.
I've done it all, and I've done it my way.
Well, not to, kind of get a bit morbid in regards to your child, but obviously you love your daughter a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. So, let's say zombie apocalypse hits. Mm-hmm. You and her are both running to the doors of safety. You know, whatever dad advice you've given this child in that moment, the child decides to not adhere to that device and tries to, we'll just say, goes back for the iPad.
iPads.
Now she does it. She does in fact get the iPad, but in going back for the iPad, that zombie stride has almost walked her down. So there you are, in the clutches of safety. Now also in the clutches of a moral dilemma, because she's running towards you, but because of her not listening and going back for this iPad, if you turn around to go get her, you both die.
So I die, or I put myself in a position to.
You're both getting bit. I mean, you'd be a living death.
Come on now.
You're both dead.
Don't try to downplay my zombie apocalypse rating. I'm a good 88 rating in a zombie apocalypse.
Right. With child, you're probably a 23. So I don't disregard your 88 at all. But again, you were 100% in the clear. Had she not all of a sudden ran back.
So is it one zombie or is it the horde?
It is a horde. If it was one zombie,
if I go back to get her, how do I get out? Or how do I get her out?
It's only.
So it's either I survive or both of us die.
It's only being that father stuff. Or probably something that a mother would probably do.
So you're saying either we both die or I survive.
You die together, you probably, clutch her like that. And
just let them bite my back up until just like, all right. And then she just like,
it'll be fine. What do you say? Tell her everything's going to be okay. Or do you just kind of, told you not to go back for that iPad anyway.
You should have went left. Why did you go left? Star-Lord, why didn't you go left?
We were right here. We were at the thing,
Which
and
in
you
Star
turned
Wars
around.
defense, I know everybody was mad at Star-Lord because of the whole Thanos thing, but if she had went left, we don't know what would have happened.
It was his fault.
He said go left.
It was his fault.
And she just went in guns blazing. That's why when you don't listen.
It was his fault.
So
wait, what are you talking about?
I'm saying at the beginning of the movie when they first ran into Thanos, he said you go left, and she just ran in guns blazing and got snatched up.
That's got nothing to do with them having him glove off.
It wouldn't have got to that point. He would have never got to Vormir or whatever.
That should have been even more reason why he didn't get in his feelings, because she was hard-headed anyway.
He didn't know until.
He was hard. He knew she was hard.
I mean, that wildiness is what he liked about her.
Well, and it almost ruined everything.
The wilds of whatever planet she's from.
Everybody. Yeah. Half everybody.
Either way.
But you're deflecting.
No, I'm not deflecting. What I'm telling you is,
for the kid?
That's what happens when you're disobedient. You end up getting thrown off a cliff for an infinity stone.
You do.
So.
Do you go back?
So.
Now, question.
See, because this is my greatest fear. Like, I'm not afraid of a zombie apocalypse. I'm afraid of being a father in a zombie apocalypse.
That's tough. Because kids don't like to listen.
They don't listen.
And they're loud. And no matter what you ask them to do. Now, so the other day, I'm streaming, right? Mm-hmm. My son's sitting next to me. Now, I say, you want to watch me stream? He says, yes. I said, you got to be still. You can't talk. And stay out of the camera, right? Within 30 seconds.
It's just funny because all the things you said he shouldn't do, I already know. Like, oh, yeah, he's a kid.
Within 30 seconds, I get... What are you doing?
Sit down.
What are you doing? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Dad. You can't talk. Oh, okay. Then 5 minutes goes by. Hey, Dad. Yeah.
Are we eating after this?
Yeah. So no. Kids during an apocalypse.
Kids get you killed.
It's going to be tough.
Kids get you killed.
Do you go back? Do you go back? Do you?
Can I finish my thought on that before? Because
do you?
I'm gonna lose my thought if I don't say it.
Go ahead, man.
So
go ahead.
I was gonna say that's why in a lot of these movies now kids be irritating me. Like, even going back and watching old movies, I'm like, yo, these kids, this movie would not even have gotten this far if it wasn't for a kid doing something stupid. Like, just stay there. Dad, no! Run over, no, stay. And then they get snatched up. Now the dad got to go through some unnecessary trauma or whatever to go
get the kid.
Save somebody to go get the kid or whatever. Now he done got shot in the leg. Like, he saves her or saves the kid. But he's out here shot in the leg, stabbed in the shoulder or whatnot. Yeah. Now he got 6 months to heal.
Yeah.
But to answer your question.
Do you go back?
I'm assuming I don't know with certain death.
Of course not. In your mind, no.
I probably would go back and try to find some way to say, at least get her out of there. But see, even with that, it's like, now you're putting this hard-headed child on somebody else to save, who probably don't care as much as you do. So I'm like, here, take care of her. Okay, stay right here. But wait, I said, you don't listen. And they just run off, and now my kid is by herself.
And then usually, if it's in a movie situation, your kid then gets that person killed because of some promise they kept to a man they didn't even know. So, do you save yourself? Or do you just avoid all of this? I'll give you a fatherly scapegoat. Or do you just avoid all of this, grab the child and have them under the arm, and you run into safety together?
That is, of course, like.
But then there we go.
Once again, that's always going to be the number, because I'm faster. So I can't be like, all right, let's run. I'm faster and stronger. So I'm going to be in front of her no matter what, or she's going to be slowing me down by trying to hold her hand. So I'm going to have to pick her up and just run with her.
Correct.
In the first place. However, the only way she's getting, like, that doesn't happen is if I tell her to stay somewhere and she don't stay somewhere, or tell her to be quiet and she makes some noise and they come over there. And then,
they're going to make some noise.
Naturally, I'm going to try to save her. I'll save you.
Achoo. Ding, ding.
Right. Right. Turn on her switch. It's going to come on. Super Mario Kart 8. Like, no.
Everybody's there.
Woohoo. Like, Mario got her killed.
That's it.
Mario killed us all. Woohoo.
Well, that's it.
Can you imagine that's the last thing you hear is the soundtrack of Mario while you're getting ate by zombies? Dun, 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 dun,
or you just know that that's going to be an issue. So what you do in that situation is that you slide the switch over to the side and you take one of the Joy-Cons off. Then you do. I don't know how far
get them all to go that way.
There you go. I don't know how far the reach is.
This is why.
But we're already ready. We're already prepped.
This is why my rating is an 88. The only reason 88 is because, and not like in the 90s, is because my cardio ain't where it needs to be. So if we're in a space where I have to run a lot, I might be
It's different when you're running for your life. You're running for your life. You can.
That's with the zigzags and stuff. Like, I'm strong, I'm resourceful, I'm smart. But when we get to running, it's just like, if it's them Dawn of the Dead zombies.
Oh, no.
If it's them Dawn of the Dead zombies, then
Usain Bolt of zombies.
I'm running. I'm going to involuntarily be the person who sacrifices myself so everybody else gets away. I'm just be out of breath. And I'm like, Jason, come on. I'm like, no, you go. I'll hold them off. I'll hold them off.
Are you going to ask? You going to ask me?
I was finishing up mine.
Oh, go ahead.
Finishing up the end of my story.
But go ahead, because then I'm going to tell you what my rating would be.
No, I already know what you're going to say, and I know why. But go ahead, Sean. What would you do?
I'd be a 98. That would be my rating, because I as much as I love all the people in my life, you're only going to get small opportunities. Okay? Everybody's
getting be able to live with yourself after you let them all die?
I wouldn't have no choice. But no, I'm not letting anyone die. I'm going to set everybody up in the best position to succeed.
No, that's
and
not
then
the question
once
you asked me.
they do.
That's not the question you asked me.
Technically, you didn't ask me. You didn't ask me a question.
All right. So when you in there,
yeah,
y'all running, you kick the door down, y'all out the house. Come on, Ethan. Hold on, Dad. I got to get colder.
Dog is gone.
Yeah, dog's probably going.
Well, no. You know what? Ironically, if anybody would survive, in addition to myself, it would be the dog. Because when it's time to go somewhere, even if he's not going, I'm like, all right, let's go. One of his ears perk up, He get up, shake off, stretch, and he's standing by the door. Mind you, he's not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, my dog's dead.
But he's standing by the door. Yeah,
my dog's too friendly. She gonna jump on somebody, on one of them zombies trying to get pet.
Oh no. Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't go. I mean, but yeah, he listens. Now, as long as Adria is within distance, then the dog will be fine. But yeah, the dog's gonna be wherever she is.
Like, hold on, Dad, I gotta go get my I don't know, I guess iPad.
One arm. I'm taking him out with the one arm as well. Because
he's at the top of the stairs. You already know. He said, "Come on, hold on, I gotta get my iPad."
If in that situation, and he has decided not to listen, and I cannot go up to make him move faster, and this isn't me. You chose your own fate. If it's a no-win, but knowing him, I would try to put myself and him
be up there like, Dad, you have to save me.
That would
no, I don't. I didn't choose to be here.
Joe, well, yes, you did. You chose to be at the top.
I didn't ask to be here. You brought me in this world.
You chose to be at the top of them stairs.
You have to protect me.
You chose to be at the top of them stairs. That's what he chose.
I will sleep, Dad.
He chose to be at the top of them stairs.
He's going to haunt you for the rest of your life.
No.
All you had to do was come save me, Dad.
Like, even then, we got the...
You out there sleeping somewhere in the woods. There's a fire, head on the rock. Dad. This is go see. Dad. Look up. Right. It's just Ethan in the fire like Splinter in the Ninja Turtles. You could have saved me.
I would roll over and sleep. Probably when I finally get some quality sleep. That's probably why I haven't been able to sleep.
Because you ain't got to worry.
Right. That's probably why I haven't slept in 10 years.
He going to haunt you even worse. He never going to let you sleep. Dad.
Oh, my eye.
Dad. He going to be asking you random questions as a ghost.
Oh, man.
Do you, why do leaves turn brown?
Like yesterday. We're driving in the car. Dad, yes. And I can tell by his tone that it's just going to be some out-of-the-world question. How long was Chancellor Palpatine evil? What? I don't know. He was evil from the start. I don't know. Oh, you don't know? No, I don't know.
Oh, man.
You should maybe watch some YouTube videos and you can what? From the beginning of the movies, he was evil. We found out later that he was somebody else, that he was the Chancellor. But he had been evil.
He's been evil the entire time.
But yeah, so no,
my daughter freezes, so that's it's a good and bad thing, because like if she sees something freezes, I got time to go grab her. But if we're running and she freezes, then it's like, yeah.
No, let's save yourself, man.
Yeah.
But a 98. Now, you know what? 92. The reason why is because I don't have guns buried in the yard, and I probably should. Like, as far as masks and water and rations and all that stuff, yeah, I got some boxes of that. But as far as and can't catch a fish.
Really?
Like, with a spear made out of a stick. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I can make a net.
I mean, I am fast enough. So my issue would be getting the stick into a spear and being sharp enough to impale the fish. But I am fast enough, because as you've seen me catch a fly, so I can.
You did catch a fly.
So I can catch one fish for sure. Now the scaling, I would have an issue with. Making up the fire. See, maybe a 91. Get myself a 91.
I was in the Boy Scouts for 2 months. All those things I know how to do.
Yeah, I could. I could make a car out of a wood. I'd make you a little box car race, a little stock car.
Do with a book.
You know that little wood thing that was just a block with a space.
To and just
a little C4. I don't know how to find water, but all these things I would need. 90 rating.
The more you talk, the more I'm gonna up mine. Like, wait a minute, maybe because
now, as far as human relations go, I'm 105. Because I
no new people. Like if I'm already separated from my family, I'm a 2000. Like, I'm not helping nobody. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't trust you.
Yeah, I'm in Walmart,
and I don't even need guns. Like, we here going straight to Home Depot. Give me an axe and a sledgehammer. I'm Triple H. I give me a hatchet and a little.
That's all you need.
Strap that boy to my back.
mean, technically here, you can live forever here.
No. Off of what?
Well, no, that's what
lollipops and
that's what I was saying. Once food would be the only issue, but once you have food, there's two locked doors to get through, and you take some bikes, I don't know, and throw them. You know, you block the bottom of the stairs by that door, and then you block the way up. And you just up there. Then you got the lift to go get supplies.
Realistically, we just need to put the plates down there at the bottom of the stairs, blocking the door.
Yeah, and the lift isn't that loud. No, I wouldn't. You know, you got to move quick.
All right, that's what. Oh man, now you got the brain going.
There you go.
That's when you got that window over there to distract the zombies to get them over all that way.
Hey guys,
yeah, like throw some stuff down.
Just have a speaker tied to a rope because you just play a little music and they.
Now these have to be the slow dumb zombies. They can't be World War Z and they can't be Dawn of the Dead.
Of course not. I mean, we're not talking about no track stars.
Yeah, or ones that climb over each other to get on top of buildings.
If it's track stars, I'm 100 because at that point I know nobody really has too much hope.
I got to find a place to live.
Well, I already told you. Yeah, I'm 100.
I already told you my go-to place. I can't tell everybody else because everybody's gonna try to meet me.
Of course they would.
But yeah, no, it's. I get there, we get there, we good
to go.
We good for some years. Canned food,
good to go.
Yeah,
preserved gallons of water.
A test kitchen.
No,
so we can cook if
no
there's
in
power.
and out. You know, I mean, like no easy way in. Like once you blocked off the initial ways.
Mm-hmm.
And you set up.
Mm-hmm. We all good.
That is the way to go. Would you? You said you wouldn't save anybody though.
No strangers.
No strangers.
I don't trust them. Somebody like, help! I'm dying. Run over there. You must not have seen the last few seasons of The Walking Dead when they had them people with the zombie mask on to blend in with them.
I told you that story.
What? Oh, how you stopped watching it?
I never started because Marcus was reading the graphic novel, right? And we go to Comic-Con. This is in 08. Just to let y'all know how long I've been at this. We go to Comic-Con in 08. And he approaches Robert Kirkland, the writer of The Walking Dead, and ironically, not The Boys, Invincible.
When did that come back?
I think next month. He approaches Robert Kirkland and says, hey, my homeboy Sean, he went to school for acting. He's a great actor, blah, blah, blah. No, in that regard, like, okay, all right, kid. You know what I mean? He's gassing me up to Robert Kirkland. And he's like, I know that you're making a Walking Dead TV show. I know you're making the show. Just, if he could he'd be perfect as Tyrese. Now, I only know of this Tyrese character from him telling me things that are going on as he's reading the graphic novel. Looks at us both, Robert Kirkland. Looks at us both. I'm not making anything. And he's like, I know, but I know you are. Like, I've seen the snippets. He said, when I tell you I am a fan, again, this is just of the graphic novel.
Maybe
and he's like,
he got some kind of a 360 deal.
I mean, he knew. And so, like, he's persistent. Then they get to the point, I'm like, bro, don't even worry about it, man. It's cool. He said, they're not making it. And then we walk away. He's like, I'm telling you, it's going to be great if they do it right. Fast forward, I don't know, 8 or 9, 10 months later, one of the biggest shows ever on television.
Yeah.
I said, so in that moment, never. I mean, I'm aware who Carl is with his one eye. Everybody knew who Negan was from Dave Chappelle. I might watch the show with Michonne. What's her name? Michonne? Mm-hmm. I might watch that, because her character's on Call of Duty. So, I might, for the culture, show a little love. But no, never. Because he lied to our faces. And I get it. It's business. Okay. But listen, he could have just told me.
He wasn't allowed to say
He could have just told me, go down there to Labman Island. You'll get your answers. He could have told me anything and just said, be here at this address on this day.
Maybe they was like, listen, we're going to take your book. You're not going to have any control over it.
He had control. And you know what? You know what grinds my gears is that I was watching What was the movie we were watching the other day? Where I told you the little kid was the main Super 8. Mm-hmm. Super 8, right? The main kid in Super 8, his brother was the actor, right? So he was in L.A. doing this thing. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The family comes down to visit or whatever. The little boy is like, why don't I make a couple dollars? Let me try to do some extra work or whatever. The brother's agent says you should try out for this movie. Nobody really knows about it. It's a secret audition. You should try out for it. The boy's first movie is with Steven Spielberg and J.J. Abrams. And I don't even know if his brother's even acting. I know I'd be irate.
I'll be mad.
And you come down here and get in a colossal movie. And then ironically, I saw him as something else. He was in another movie, The Player, not Player, with Damon Wayans' son. It just came out on Netflix. He's randomly in that movie. He looks older now. But I said, are you kidding me? So like, it could have been one of them situations. He could have just slid a card here. Hey, go here, kid. We'll see what you got.
He wasn't your agent.
Right, but as a fan of the book, and I know at that time wasn't nobody black that looked, well, technically I wasn't even reading the book. I know at that time,
he probably saw that. He was like,
he doesn't read.
Like,
he hasn't read the book.
It
was just a big guy.
I can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, it was just a chubby guy. It wasn't a stocky guy.
I can see it in his eyes. He's no Tyrese.
And I said, yeah, but anything. And then I could have been Tyrese. I mean, from what I remember from the graphic novel, he did meet a untimely demise, but still
in the movie or the show.
But still, that would have I would have been on the map.
Wow, Tyrese
2008.
Tyrese's of all kinds are the bane of your existence.
Man, listen, that would have been it. That would have been my beginning. Who knows? But that would have been my zombie experience. Wow. I would have known. I would have trained.
You ever seen that laser tag place around Halloween that got all the zombies in it? Where like the zombies got like the things on them, so like you got to shoot them. It's like a zombie experience. Like it's like an abandoned, like big space, and you got like the tactical gear or whatever. And they come at you. You shoot, like the lights up where you shot them at, and the actors who are the zombies, like they got to act like that.
We should go. We should have to check it out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's in Ohio.
It's always the Mario Kart go-kart place I went was in Ohio. It's always in Ohio. Michigan has all this space and opportunity. They're not doing it.
Let me tell you what Michigan is doing. Too much.
Too much.
Too much. Like the bittersweet thing about the Lions starting to win is the fact that the cost of everything is going up just because we got some decent sports teams, not all of them, but the Lions, the Red Wings. I just learned about standings in the NHL yesterday.
Yeah.
I had no idea it had nothing to do with their record.
Excuse me?
They get points. That's how you figure. Like, so if you win, you get 2 points. If you go into overtime, whether you win or lose, you get an extra point. You get 1 point. And if you win in overtime, you get 3 points. So whoever, like, because I was looking, I'm like, yo, the records are so close. I'm like, why? Like, he has a better record than them. I was like, oh, but they have more overtime wins, so they're ahead in the standings. The Dream told me about that yesterday. I was like, I had no idea. So right now, the Red Wings have the first wild card spot in the playoffs. So I guess they're doing decent.
Well, so the playoffs have started.
No. They're coming up though. I think they run parallel to the NBA.
Well, we got to get to a game, at least one.
Never been to a Red Wings game.
Well, this will be the time.
Never in my life have I been to a Red Wings game.
And if it was in the Joe, I would say you definitely go in the Joe because it wasn't a bad seat in the Joe because the place was so small. Little Caesars, you can.
I've never stepped foot inside of Little Caesars.
Excuse me?
I've not.
That's unacceptable.
For what?
You got to see a game.
I haven't been to a Pistons game.
Go see LeBron.
Why?
I haven't been to LeBron or Steph Curry or whoever.
But I'm not the biggest NBA fan. But however, I have watched majority of a few games. I haven't watched any game end to end since we last filmed. And I know it's been said, and this Facebook Memories has reminded me this from like 9 years ago. Steph Curry is a problem. Like it's easy to say that, but then you just watch it, you just like
because he beat that woman and told her to go back to the kitchen. Is that what you're saying?
What happened
in the 3-point contest?
That's what Kenny Smith said.
Oh, okay. I got my wires crossed. Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, I think it was like the first game after. I'm just watching, just happened to be on. I'm watching Steph. I'm like, yo, this is like 4 threes in the first quarter.
That's what he does.
Like, this don't make no sense.
That's what he does.
It makes 0 sense.
That's what he does.
How are you that good at shooting the basketball?
Repetition and practice.
You know how many people shoot the same amount of shots?
They don't.
They
say they do. They don't.
They just might. I mean, if you ain't making them, they ain't going to get you no better. You just need a better coach to teach you how to make them.
You got to make them.
If you're taking the shots, it's one thing. But if you're making the shots.
Same way you get to Carnegie Hall.
If you're making the shots.
Practice. Where are you going? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I felt like an old man saying some
Need to walk off after that. So,
if you're making the shots.
Speaking of Little Caesars Arena, we'll say in any arena. If you had to choose 2 things to protect you, and everything else in this arena is trying to kill you. 50 Eagles. Mm-hmm. Are you listening?
Yep, 50 Eagles.
50 Eagles. Mm-hmm. 17 crocodiles.
17 crocodiles. I'm not picking no crocodiles.
10,000 rats.
10,000 of anything is on my team.
6 bears. Mm-hmm. 1 hunter with great aim and an impeccable rifle.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about like the hunter of Jumanji.
Sure.
Van Pelt.
Sonny Jim. 6 wolves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing something, I feel like.
You did lions already?
4 lions.
And then there's some gorillas.
And the hippo. So we'll go, no, it wasn't a hippo, it was 5 gorillas and 4 hippopotamus.
Out the gate, them rats on my team.
You got to.
Like, sometimes you just got to have them on your team so you don't have them coming against you.
Sheer numbers.
10,000 of anything.
You could delegate 1,000 almost on each creature. Once they wash them, then you still have whatever ones are alive to then focus in and double up on the next.
Yeah.
And then you still have whoever else is on your side. Whether you got the Eagles coming down and
so that's where it gets tricky.
Or whether you got the gorillas or is the hunter shooting the Eagles out of the air.
That's where it gets
or
tricky.
And in regards to the crocodiles. They're not that fast on land.
Crocodiles.
But if they get you, they get you.
First of all, you can hold a crocodile's mouth shut with a rubber band.
Right, but while you're doing that, you're being drummed on the head by a gorilla.
Or I'm throwing a crocodile at a gorilla.
Oh, okay.
See, here's the thing that they didn't factor in when they asked that question about like people like me and you.
Nobody said baby crocodile.
People like me and you.
I'm strong. You're strong.
You don't think you can pick up a crocodile? Have you seen the people who work in them little crocodile camps or whatever? Have you seen how they built like, and they be picking them up like, yep, this here's Bessie. Yep, and she's...
Those are baby crocodiles.
Not the baby ones. We're talking about the grown ones.
They're not picking up no grown crocodile. I know people can barely pick up their dog.
That's because they're not part of the superior race like we are.
You try to pick up an animal that don't want to be picked up, they get heavy all of a sudden.
Listen.
You got your phone on you? Mm-hmm. How much is a crocodile?
Enough to break the ice.
Oh, wow. The one from Dante, the one from Lake Placid. How much is an Asian crocodile?
How much
does an Asian crocodile weigh?
Crocodiles.
Because I guarantee you, that ain't something you just willy-nilly picking up. Exactly. Please.
It depends.
Oh, okay. give me the options then.
They say they can. So they get from that's kg.
Yeah, exactly.
So from 440 to 243 pounds, or 2,430 pounds.
The 400 is a possibility, but the 2,000,
with the adrenaline and everything, I think so.
Yeah, I mean you can deadlift 400, but again, that's something that's very awkward. You got the tail. That's going to be hard to pick up and throw at anybody.
It's true. It's true. Well,
So clearly, it's going to be. You're going to burn a lot of calories in that arena because this is going to be running the whole time.
I'm going to be running. There's going to be a lot of running. I'm going to be running because there's really no place you can hide because something that is going against you is going to be strong enough to break down the door.
You've got to depend on the rats. Like the rats is like going to be is going to be your saving grace, and then whoever else you pick. Now, I would say rats. Oh, no, yeah, so wait, you got rats and who?
Now, this hunter, what kind of rifle? Is it like one of them
Whichever
single-shot
one,
joints?
it's whatever he needs to have.
Or has he got one of them Call of Duty noisemakers?
There you go. But again, at some point, he's going to have to reload. But he's accurate.
I mean, that's what the rats are there for.
I don't disagree.
I think I'm going to go to hunter. Because what they also don't factor in. They ain't say, you can't do nothing.
Oh, no,
I'm just be sitting there cowering like, save me. Like, man,
you can move and do what you need to
do. Find me a steel chair and I'm turning into Stone Cold at Backlash.
First of all, you're not hitting. What are you going to hit with a steel chair that isn't going to kill you? You'd have to either be running and or be armed yourself doing the shooting. Because you go to, I've watched, you saw that video of them people that was in Detroit hitting that pit bull that was attacking the neighborhood, and that dog was taking shot after shot and was not phased. You're not hitting.
They wasn't us, man.
You're not hitting a lion surrounded by other lions.
They had hood strength, not this good strength.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
You're not hitting a lion surrounded by other lions.
Why am I? If I'm surrounded, then the other things that I picked aren't doing their job in the first place.
I'm just saying you're going to do so much.
I'm talking about the ones that happen to break the line of the 10,000 rats and survive these shots.
So what are you picking? So you picking
I'm
the hunter.
I'm picking the hunter if he got a Call of Duty noise
so
maker
the hunter's
or a rocket launcher.
So the hunter's got to get the birds.
No, he's
out.
a rifle.
So the hunter's got to get the birds out the air, and then the rats have to take care of whatever's on the floor.
Yeah. Now, so here's the thing: I can hide from a few of them, but not everything. Like I can hide from the birds in the air by just getting myself into an enclosed space. They're not gonna be able to come through no door. But I get there and a hippo just decides to run through the whole thing, or a gorilla grabs the door handle and rips the door.
A hippo's tough.
Yeah,
not as tough on
like
land as it is in water, obviously. But that's gonna be tough.
They tough regardless.
But then that's when the hunter. So who does he shoot first? Does he shoot the hippo in the head first?
No, the hippo's not as fast.
Or does he clean the sky out?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna need these rats to do what they're supposed to do. Like, how am I communicating with these rats? I point, I'm like there. Or
yeah.
Like,
no, you just tell them who attack who. There you go.
Hold the line. First 5,000 attack. The other 5,000 stand right here.
That is a lot.
Hunter,
of rats.
You shoot up top.
That's a lot of
because
rats.
People like rats ain't. These ain't
rats.
Rats is
100 rats in a room is a lot.
Rats are like the size of possums.
10,000 rats is a ridiculous amount of rats.
I'll be honest. I probably pass out off the rats that are helping me. I'm like, rats.
I mean, if you said, okay, now, we've lost, if I've lost my co-host here.
That's probably what would have happened.
You pass out from seeing some rats?
Hey, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, wow. How does it always, it just puts on random movies.
Yeah,
yeah, 10,000 rats is a lot.
It's a whole lot.
And you could probably assign 200 to the gorillas. So what is it? So that's 1,200 rats gone. Mm-hmm. You said 6 gorillas or 5 gorillas?
Dude, you can assign 100 to each thing. I don't care.
So then you still got a wall.
Do you think a hippopotamus is taking out 100 rats?
No. Once they get on their back and they get to eating them eyes, no.
Do you think a lion is taking out 100 rats? One lion, 100 rats.
No, probably 10, 12. Once they get on that back and they get to eating them eyeballs. Mm-hmm. That's what you're waiting on. You got to tell them to go for the eyeballs first.
If I assign 100 to each thing, that is on the land.
And then the other ones are guarding you.
And then I find something sharp to take out these crocodiles. I don't know why. I may be underestimating these crocodiles.
Crocodiles going to be tough because they got thick skin. So the rats is going to be hard for them.
Yeah, maybe, but they got the underbellies. If I could flip them on the underbelly.
Well, okay. Here you go with you flipping again. How are you flipping? So if you flipping one croc, what are the other ones doing? Watching?
I mean, have they all organized and come up with a strategy to come at me too?
The crocodile's probably just sitting there anyway, as crocodiles do. They just...
All I gotta do is go up some stairs, and
there you go.
Crocodiles. I'm like, we'll save them for last.
But then as you're going up the stairs, the gorilla has jettisoned himself and parkoured to right in front of your aisle. What do you do about it?
I'm still going up the stairs.
What do you do about the gorilla?
I'm like, rats, get him!
You're not
Rats!
outrunning a gorilla.
Well, these 100 rats that are assigned to this gorilla need to slow him down.
Right, but you took off running, so the gorilla goes to then meet you. The rats are doing their job.
They're supposed to be taking care of this gorilla. There's 100 rats per everything.
Right, but as they're running up, he's just pawing them out of the way. You're going to have to deal with one of these animals.
I know. I'm going to have to
Because with it being a gorilla, he could easily just boom, boom, boom. Now, one or two of them might get on his back, but he's slapping the hell out of them rats. And you're on the stairs up in the arena. We know, just to give you a better layout, you're at Ford Field.
That's what I was thinking, Ford Field, because that's the first one I can think of. I'm trying to think if there's anything there.
But then while you're doing that,
concession stand,
the hunter can only shoot so fast, so they come in and they hit you with them talons.
Now that I can't do.
Okay.
If it stay there trying to peck me, I can grab a bird by his foot and throw it at a gorilla.
Them people got to wear metal gloves.
I didn't say it would feel good.
Just for a falcon.
I didn't say it would feel good.
To come and land on the wrist, let alone a eagle who means business.
I didn't say I would be unscathed.
The eagle is standing on business. Okay.
Eagle. I'll punch the eagle in his face.
Now you're punching America's bird. How long have you hated this country?
This is not supposed to be political.
How long have you hated this country?
But the America that we're about to be living in November, I'm assuming that's why you brought up the zombie apocalypse scenario.
It's gonna listen, man. It's gonna be. I mean, it's. Yeah, no, there was no win. That DeSantis guy.
Listen, man.
There was no easy choice for any American. It was like yesterday.
I see Adria posted about the election. Who was voting, and I was like, sadly, I am, and I had mentioned that this election is like, and I'm gonna get you, sucker. When they say you can either take the window or you can take the stairs.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't understand that.
She hasn't seen that movie.
Yeah, she was like, I haven't seen any black movies. I'm like, first of all, if I've seen this black movie growing up in a household where I'm not allowed to watch nothing, everybody should have seen this movie.
I got it though. It's on the Plex.
You got to get her to see it.
You can only do so much. We just got in Starship Troopers yesterday.
Yeah, well, you need to get. I'm gonna get you sucker in there.
Okay, well, I'm working on it.
Use it as a history lesson. You know, this is where Keenan came from. And then when Keenan did A Living Color,
well then today
it's Black History Month.
Then maybe today,
Black History Month.
To end the month. It's got to be today. Then.
I'm gonna get you sucker.
It's got to be today.
Today's the 29th.
This is it. No, it's the 28th.
So
today or tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow.
Well, yeah, we'll end it strong.
Yeah, you got to listen. I'm counting on you.
Like, I don't know why we was watching Starship Troopers. Ain't nobody black in that. And the black guy who wasn't, it died. The guy that said Rico's Roughnecks, he died.
Either way,
I'm slipping.
You got to.
Okay.
The weight of black history is on your shoulders.
Okay.
The ancestor Marcus Garvey is looking down on you right now.
What? Why is he looking down on me?
He's looking down. He said, "Sean,
from Africa."
Sean,
why is he looking down on me?
Do your thing.
That's how Marcus Garvey talks.
Yeah, I mean that's all old black people. That's how I think they talk.
Like, he was in Africa.
Do your thing.
Why is he talking like an American?
Listen, because that's how you hear him.
Oh, that's how you hear Marcus.
No, that's how you hear him when he speaks to you. That's how you hear him. All the ancestors are gonna be standing behind you as you put the tape. I don't know why you got a VHS.
No.
You'll be putting the VHS inside of the tape player, and all the ancestors are gonna be behind you doing it too. Like Goku's ghost going behind Gohan shooting that Kamehameha as you put it in. Like
all for I'm gonna get you sucker.
All for I'm gonna get you sucker.
Not Roots or Color Purple or Malcolm X.
No, you don't want her to cry.
This is for I'm gonna get you.
You don't want her to cry.
This is for I'm gonna get you. Sucker.
You want to see this. You get her off the
not Meteor Man. This is for I'm gonna get you sucker.
You didn't bring Meteor Man.
This ain't for the 5.
But I mean, you know what? We got to go. I'm gonna get you sucker because that predates them.
You're right.
So we got to go. I'm gonna get you sucker.
End of the month.
Now, if you want to go the beginning of all of that whole pipeline, you got to go Hollywood Shuffle. But I'm gonna get you sucker. Like I mean, Hollywood Shuffle. If you're a black actor, I feel like every black actor needs to have seen it.
You got to.
But
you got to.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you sucker. You gotta get her. You gotta get her to see that.
Okay. Has everybody in your household watched I'm gonna get you sucker?
The ones that are old enough to watch it, yes.
No. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
If in a zombie apocalypse situation. You
November.
stumble upon a litany of videotapes, but can only carry 3. What are your 3 movies to get you through the apocalypse?
Ninja Turtles.
Okay, which Ninja
The
Turtles?
original.
Okay. Okay.
Listen,
That's one.
You know what? I almost said the only one that matters, but this last one
It was pretty solid.
pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let me see. These are all going to have to be entertaining movies that get my mind off of things. So the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
This may surprise you. This is gonna be one that
What is the movie?
can I? You gotta add some suspense,
Okay.
so they can.
Okay.
You know, Now You See Me. Now You See Me is one of my favorite movies,
Number 3.
and number 3 would probably be some action movie. It'd either be Infinity War or the first Avengers movie, just so I can just for the nostalgia of like, this is when the world was good, and then
Not bad.
yeah,
Not bad.
it'll probably
Not bad at all.
be either that. See now I'm
Okay, no, you've already said it.
no, I didn't
pick
put
one.
I didn't put a period because I feel like one of them Pirates of the Caribbean would be in there.
Ooh, yeah. Either one.
But it's
or two.
like you can't watch one. That's the problem.
It's either
They
one
always
or two.
is if you watch one of them, you got to finish the whole thing. The first, at least the trilogy.
Yeah, at least the trilogy.
So I can't get. What is it? Is it like one of them that's like all 3 on one DVD?
It's possible, sure.
All right,
I'm
so
sure
yeah,
that exists somewhere.
all 3 Pirates on the DVD.
Okay.
The first Ninja Turtles
Uh-huh.
and
Now you're changing your second one? It's not going to be Now You See Me?
only reason it's not gonna be Now You See Me is because heist movies like that, where it's like you know exactly what's gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
the whole appeal was you didn't know what was gonna happen.
Right.
You gotta watch it and then forget about it a little bit, and then watch it again. Like, dang, I forgot that happened in this movie.
Yeah, of course.
So I'd have to put that one back on the shelf and take Infinity War.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time we got, guys. What would your 3 be, Sean?
Oh, me.
Yeah, yes, you, Sean.
Oh, wow.
What would your 3 be?
Tombstone.
I'll be a Huckleberry.
Shawshank Redemption.
The Shawshank Redemption?
And then Superbad.
So what is your reasoning behind these 3 movies? Are you preserving these for when the civilization comes
No,
back?
these
so
are
you
all-
can restart
you know
the
what?
entertainment industry?
We'll swap out Shawshank and toss in Coming to America. I'm just thinking of movies that I could watch any day of the week and not think twice about it and enjoy it like I had watched it.
No, be so
The
loud
first
that
time.
the zombies come and get you because you're enjoying it too much. What was that?
Oh yeah, no, Superbad was great. But no, we'll say Turtles, Tombstone. I mean, Superbad. I'd have to watch it
Superbad was
again.
fantastic.
It was, but I haven't watched that. I used to watch it like once a month, but I have not. And
That's always the first Hangover.
that was it. That was a good time too.
That movie was so funny to me because I saw no previews for it. I knew nothing about it. Somebody was just like, hey, you want to go see this movie, The Hangover? It's supposed to be a comedy. I'm like, sure.
I mean, but I have watched Coming to America a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say those 3: Coming to America, Tombstone, and Turtles. Probably I've watched it thousands of times between the three of them.
Now, if my daughter is still there with me,
If you haven't left her,
if I haven't, if
she wasn't
she's
listening.
still alive, because she paid attention, probably I don't know why this is the movie we watch the most, but the Muppets Most Wanted.
Okay. Well, you all let us know.
Don't do that to the Muppets.
You all let us know
Don't do
what
that to
your
the Muppets.
top 3 zombie apocalypse
Don't do that
movies
to the
are.
Muppets.
3 movies that you could not live without if the apocalypse hits. And according to
that
Jason
to the
Jamerson,
Muppets.
when November gets here, the apocalypse is upon us no matter who gets elected. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. That is Jason Jamerson.
And he's going to do that to the Muppets.
I am Sean Manning. Talk to y'all later.
Don't do that to the Muppets.